There's nothing quite like a takeout pizza. They're customizable, comforting, and above all, easy. After all, you barely have to leave the couch, and getting pizza delivered straight to the comforts of your own home is tough to beat. It can be a treat for the weekend or a reward for working through a hard Monday. But there's a simple way to make your delivery pizza experience even more enjoyable. When you order your pizza, ask them not to cut it for you. Why? Because if the pizza is cut long before it gets to you, the oils and juices from the cheese, tomato sauce, and toppings will seep into the cracks and cause the crust to get soggy. This is especially noticeable when it comes to thin crust pizza, because even the slightest bit of moisture can cause it to lose its crunch and taste like a gross mess. It makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Absolutely no one likes being handed a soggy, messy pizza.
That is a no-go on the Tipperoo. I'm not here for him. I'm here for you.
Ordering your pizza uncut has another benefit as well. It keeps the cheese and toppings from falling off the slice when you pick it up. Pizza lovers theorize that this is because the pizza is typically being cut right when it comes out of the oven, when the cheese is still molten hot, which makes things liable to ooze and slide around. Slice it yourself when it arrives, and you can judge for yourself how different it is. The cheese sets up as it cools down, which allows the toppings to stay where they're supposed to be, firmly entrenched on top of each slice and not sticking to the sides or sliding into the cracks. If you want to give it a try the next time you order a pie from Domino's, you can use the app, which has added an uncut pizza option button. See, even your go-to chains for easy pizza takeout know that it really does make a difference. And still, there's just one more huge benefit to cutting your own pie, though. Ever get a pizza, grab a slice, and end up with a piece that's little more than a sliver, or so big it immediately collapses under the weight of all the toppings? That might lead you to think that it seems unlikely that the folks responsible for cutting your pizza at the restaurant are doing so with a measuring tape, which often results in some rather uneven slices. And if the pizzeria is busy, the employee who is cutting your pizza might be in a hurry, which can impact your slice size. Cutting your own pizza also allows you to determine the appropriate width of each slice. It ensures that you're not left with one of those comically small pieces that aren't even wide enough to hold an entire slice of pepperoni, or a horror show mashup of tiny pieces paired with gigantic, oddly shaped ones. Of course, the flip side of that is that there are some people who prefer not to wrangle with a New York-sized slice. Given the backlash associated with using a knife and fork to consume a piece of pizza, no matter how hot or large it might be, it could be advantageous to be the master of your own domain when it comes to choosing the slice size. If you don't have a pizza cutter, you should definitely invest in one, and there's some surprisingly cool options out there. While everyone is likely familiar with the silicone-handled pizza cutter, there are a huge variety of cutters out there. For example, a particularly interesting option is a handheld cutter, which allows for easy control. And did you ever think of using scissors to slice up a pizza? While garden variety kitchen shears are probably not the best tool, a company called Dream Farm makes what are called Caesar scissors, which enable the user to slice up their pie without having to worry about dragging toppings along if their wheel decides to stick. While this may seem like a trailblazing method to cut up a pizza, consider that it's the way pizzas are cut in Italy, and it suddenly seems less eccentric. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more mashed videos about your favorite foods are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.